Hi everyone, Trudy here from Builders Base. We are bringing it to you the Base Top 5 at 5. Today we have Greg Dearsly from NZISM, and he's going to cover off the 5 top points, which include mental health engagement, BAU, leadership and comms. So before we kick off onto that, Greg, can you tell us sort of what you're thinking? What's the main issue that you want to share today?
Thanks, Trudy. I think the biggest thing that people should be thinking about is yes, there's been all this information about COVID and people are doing the social distancing thing and the hygiene and the contact tracing, but let's not forget about business as usual and the fact that we've still got employees to look after. We still have to talk to them. The risks that existed before COVID still exist after COVID. So yeah, it's really about not forgetting business as usual. Business as usual at the moment now includes COVID. So I guess that's it wrapped up in a few short words.
Okay, perfect. So let's go straight ahead into mental health. What should people be considering when they return to work next week?
Look, I think business owners really just need to show some empathy and acknowledgement that people have been through some tough times. Some people might not have been through some tough times, but that's there's bound to be people that are that have struggled over the last 5 weeks for various reasons, whether that's financially, whether that's having cabin fever, wanting to get out, can't go to work, maybe finances are really a problem, and maybe they've been directly affected by the COVID situation with relatives that might have been struck down with it or whatever. But so it's really just about managers and business owners and the like showing that empathy and asking their employees how it's going for them.
Opening up conversations that maybe don't normally happen on a construction site or within New Zealand construction. And I was also thinking just in terms of, if you're not feeling okay yourself, or you're recognizing that maybe one of your peers might not be 100%, then there'll be some links following on from this that you can jump onto. Okay, moving on to engagement. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I don't want to start quoting the law, but it's really important, and it's actually a legal obligation that businesses engage with their workers when they're making decisions about how to manage and control risk. COVID's a risk, and so as we develop our site safety plans, let's drag in our employees and ask them to contribute to what that plan looks like and how we're going to actually achieve social distancing and contact tracing and hygiene and all of those sorts of things. Those are the people that are out on the front line. They probably know more about it than the owner of the business as to what's going to work and what's not going to work. So as I say, really it's about engaging with your workers and getting them to contribute to what business as usual looks like from Tuesday the 28th.
Yeah, and everyone's got a voice. Sometimes you find people who dominate in a team situation, so just making sure that everyone has that little bit of input is also good. Okay, BAU, business as usual.
Yeah, so we know the risks on a construction site. They're still going to be there next week, whether it's scaffolding, working at heights, confined space entry, noise, dust, asbestos, silica, all of those things that still exist on a construction site, and we can't forget them. Some of those things have been sitting around for 5 weeks and nobody's looked at them. So we still have to make sure that our scaffolding structures are safe, that our precast concrete panel props are safe and secure, that we've got the right systems and protocols in place to undertake some of that high risk work. Yes, COVID's another risk we have to manage, but don't forget the ones that have always been there.
Perfect. Leadership, number 4.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess leadership covers all of these things, but to try and wrap it up into a couple of words or a few short sentences, just because you're the owner of the business doesn't mean that you haven't struggled as well. over the last 5 weeks for whatever reason, and you know, you're going to ask your workers to show a little bit of vulnerability and tell you how it's been for them over the last 5 weeks. Why shouldn't you do the same thing? It'll open up conversation. It'll say to your workforce that you're a human being, not just a tough CEO or managing director or whatever, that nothing hurts. That's, you know, in reality, that's not the case. And I guess on the flip side, if you're in a bigger organisation, you know, there may well be the leader of all hammer hands. There may well be the leader of all floor sweepers, and it's that person who everybody goes to just to have a chat. It's that person that's sort of like, what do we call it? The agony aunt of that group of people. Now, they might not be the person with the flash title and the shiny shoes, but they're the person that everybody wants to go to just unload and have a chat to. So recognise those people as leaders, and recognise maybe some of those qualities in yourself, and that you can you're actually there to help people through, you know, what's been a few tough weeks for many.
Good points. And that recognising it within yourself, maybe you might not realise the important role that you're playing, but now's a good time to step up and have a look at that and put yourself out there. Okay, number 5, communication. Very important.
Well, I think, yeah, look, it's the thing that nobody ever gets right, I think. I think the important thing is for businesses and for business owners to be honest with your employees. If it's not looking great, maybe you've got to front up and say it's not looking great. You know, for whether that's you know, the business is struggling, whether it's struggling to the worst degree, you know, it's really good just to tell people that you know what the likely situation might be.
Yeah.
But also, again, I mean, the communication one's probably very closely linked with the engagement piece. Just both talking to your people, but giving your people an opportunity to contribute as well. So sort of two-way communication, being open and honest, and giving people the opportunity to have their say is really important.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Well done. Top 5 and 5. Nice work,
Excellent.
Greg. Catch you next time.
Cheers.
Okay, bye.